Hello, dude. How have you been? So, when you log into DML, you're actually going to get some free stuff, some VIP tickets, and some Dragon Fury. Because if you remember the dice rolling event thing that started, we actually got a few gifts out of that. We didn't get the final milestone, but we did get to the others. So log into DML, get some free stuff, and I thought, you know, I would do this boss challenge event normally. I'd only have to skip a couple of the fights, but I really cannot be bothered to waste my time anymore on this event. And to be honest, I don't mind about spending like 100 gems on finishing this event off. So right now, we're actually going to go ahead and unlock Mr. Craggy Dragon, which is this beautiful little epic boy. Yes, you could say I'm paying to win, but the thing is, I just value my time too much. Because I'm sick of having to log in every 2 hours. I don't want to have to do it. So, for the first time in, like, months, I am gemming part of an event. How about that? The thing is, though, most of the gems that I'm using here, I have gotten out of the whatsamahooha, the ruins recently, because the ruins have been really insane to me recently. They've just been giving gems after gems after gems. I don't know why. We do obviously also have the clam subscription going, so you could say, Quacks, I can't believe you're wasting your gems in such a horrific way, and I would agree with you. If I was giving you advice on best ways to play DML, I would highly suggest for you to never ever skip events in the same way that I am doing right now. However, if all that you buy in DML is, say, a clam subscription, and you really cannot be bothered to log in for an event like this, I really don't see any issue with you spending a few of your gems just to get yourself through the event. But again, if you're trying to optimize, you would be much better off saving these gems and spending them on something useful like, you know, portal upgrades, what else? Unlocking the final ability or final element on a legendary or a divine dragon. Maybe in one of the new proto dragons, they might require gems to unlock their third elements. So keep all of that stuff in mind, but say you get to like 4 battles remaining, and if you skip those, then you'll get the dragon. It's probably going to be worth it if, say, you weren't going to do the event, or say you can't because you're too busy. Whatever the reason might be, every so often, it's really not too bad of an idea, if you really want the dragon, to spend a little bit of your free to get gems. Again, I would not spend 300 gems, and this one's only helped a little bit by the fact that every few fights or so we do get gems back, so not ideal. But if you want the super duper like high-end strat for the boss challenge, then what most people do is they wait until it gets to time skip or skip waiting 7 gems. Because the difference between skip waiting of 9 and 7 is actually, it costs a hell of a lot less. So that's a tactic that people were using during the divine events to get loads of free and much cheaper divine tickets for the divine chests. And it's something that you can do now. But again, that requires you to be logging in all the time. And the only reason I'm skipping this is because I don't want to be logging in to begin with. So there's about 100 gems down the gutter. Do I feel bad about it? Absolutely not. You know, 100 gems for a limited time cool dragon that I wanted to get a hold of. Every once in a while, I don't care. That's a fine trade to me. So there we go. Round 4 finished. Craggy Dragon has been unlocked. And absolutely 0 displays of skill and time management were used in the gathering of this dragon. That's what it feels like for people that just, you know, spend money on everything in DML. Rather than them having to go through the long slog of, you know, logging in all the time, hard grinding, things like that. Instead, they just spend money and they skip all of it. And I don't like doing events like that, obviously. I used to have a very, very strict sort of belief that if you can't do the event in the allotted time frame, then don't finish it on principle. But look, 24 hours he'll be done, 21 hours we'll have another Scorpio. But the only reason that I'm skipping time on this event for more than like a couple of battles is because I do not want to have to invest that time. So to me, it's literally only because I'm lazy. And I would spend 100 gems if it meant not having to be quite as on the game. Sometimes you just don't want to do it. So, you know, it's not like I put money on to get that dragon. It's just the gems that I had from random garbage in game. So, I am not too salty about anything that just happened. You might be, but I'm not. But anyway. You know that I don't put on tons and tons of money into DML. I mean, how long have we been VIP level 19 now? We've been VIP level 19 for like 2 years, maybe, no, probably like 3 years now. I have not been spending a lot of money on DML for the last many years. And again, there is a difference between exclusively spending money to buy gems to finish off an event and just finishing off an event with whatever random amounts of gems you currently possess. Because one of them you're going out of your way to, you know, spend money just for the sole purpose of completing a set event, and the other one it's like, I've got some free trash to spend. Of course, the gems aren't outright trash. In fact, they are like the most important resource in the game aside from like food. But oh well. That's all I have to say. Oh well. Doesn't matter to me. And you know, I think taking the events a lot less seriously over time is going to be a lot healthier for me and anyone else that wants to, because rather than me always freaking out about being super optimal with my gem usage these days, like I'm past the upgrading my portal stage, I'm past the unlocking element stage of dragons, I'm past all of that. The only thing that I could potentially save up for is something like another hatchery upgrade, but that's kind of pointless unless I have 2 dens active at the same time. There isn't really a whole lot that I am saving up to buy in DML. If you were the best player in the world at like not wasting money, what you'd do is you would never spend a single gem, and you would just save up until you could get all of the hatchery upgrades and all the extra upgrades, all the portal upgrades. But it's so boring. It is so boring. So I'd rather play it in a more fun way. That's still not inherently pay to win, even though it kind of is. But again, I get these gems, most of them just randomly from ruin exploration. Again, I'll be getting like, I don't know why, but like for 3 days straight, I was getting like 40 gems a day, nearly. One of them was like 30, another one was 40. It was insane, just how lucky I'd been getting with the ruin drops recently. So what better way to celebrate than to waste all of that good luck? Haha, wonderful. But we will be having that Halloween event, of course. Obviously I would try to avoid spending all my money or all of my gems on completing that event, because the difference is boss challenge events you sort of have to log in every 2 hours and it's super repetitive and boring. Castle events, you log in once every 6 hours, but you have to do different quantities of quests, and you have to do other battles, and you have to do other in-game things, so it's not quite as repetitive, but they do work in different ways. Both of them are probably too difficult for the average, like, casual DML player to finish, because you just still have to log in too often, but I despise being forced to log in every 2 hours, which is why I rarely do boss challenge events unless I really want the dragon out of them. Craggy I wasn't desperate for, but I will enjoy bringing him to life in my little area. And, you know, I hate having this breeding den full because it makes me really, really want to enchant this dragon. But to enchant Shelly would need a lot of fire materials, and they'd also need to be level 65. And I don't know if I want to waste the food on it, and I don't know if I want to waste the trinkets mainly on this. Because we need 25 of them, and that's a lot of trinket cost. When we got new dragons on the way, I really don't like the thought of wasting so much. But we'll see. We'll see. We got Kronos in an hour. Maybe we can skip some food in a little bit. But either way, we're having a chill time in DML. For now, start prepping for that Halloween event. Get your ass in gear. And until next time, I'll see you then.